Everybody, welcome back. We're going to tie another fly from Jean Paul Pequegnot's French Fishing Flies book. And this one is called the Assassine, the Assassin. And it's a pretty straightforward materials fly. It's not particularly imitative of anything. And it's fun. So we're going to use a fulling mill dry fly hook in size 12. Mr. Pequegnot goes up to 10. Yellow silk is the recipe, and I'm using YLI 214. Partridge feather, you can use the brown speckled ones from the back or the gray speckled ones up on the neck. Either or, I'm going to do this one with the brown. Here's a blue dun concave from Metz. And I've prepared the feather, stripped a little extra on the side. I'm going to, in the direction I'm going to wind, and got rid of the webby stuff. We're going to tie right in at the head. So I have the silk well waxed, so I only need 2 for a locking knot, if you will. And I'm going to make a head, so I wrapped a little bit of a head there. Now the partridge feather is tied in, and I'm just showing how I'm prepping the feather, is tied in so that the dull side is out over the hook eye. So you see curved down, shiny, nice side facing you, tied in by the tip. And did 2 locking wraps there. Again, it's waxed thread, waxed silk too. I'm going to do another 3. It's a pretty long hackle that you want here, and after tying a bunch of them, I think I prefer it a little bit with a little more partridge, so I'm going to do a lot of wraps here. So I'm stroking forward in this case because you're doing the dull side forward and wrapping back and touching turns. So it's just kind of the reverse of what you would do normally wrapping a partridge feather. And I'm going all the way to the stem there in my wraps, and then catching it in with 2 turns only. And I trimmed it there, but I left a little bit of a stem. That's going to help me create a taper without needing to do a lot of thread wraps. And now I'm going to catch in that done cock hackle there. And I'm trying to catch it in so it's right behind. So you saw I did a jump wrap up over the 2, and then a second one back, and then I'm wrapping down back over the stem of both the cock hackle and that little stub of the partridge there as well. And cut it off. I'm gonna go close to the bend, just shy of the bend. We're gonna tie off there. And I gotta play with this feather a little bit to get it to start to wrap right, so bear with me here. And just tweaking it a little bit. Sometimes when you start to wrap and then unwrap and then start again, you get it just right. So I'm doing several touching turn wraps right behind the partridge to create sort of a stiff collar there. And then palmer it back to the waiting silk, trap it down with 2 turns, reach in and remove the excess there. And if you just saw that, I totally lopped off a bunch of hackle at the same time. Don't do that. And now I'm going to whip finish right there at the bend in touching turns. Seat that knot, cut it off. Might be a little excess wax there. That one wasn't too bad. And I'm going to use a penetrating head cement. Just drop a little drop there because that knot's kind of exposed to the fish's mouth. And then you can straighten out that partridge so it's upright. It's going to be canted a little bit forward, and there's a close-up of the fly. here it is with the more gray partridge. That's all. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.